Hello guys, today I am doing one of your favorites, which is a cook with me for the day vlog. Over here I had just woken up and I went straight into the kitchen and got started on breakfast for the family. I was just going to make some African tea and some hot dogs on the side. Before sitting down to have my breakfast, I decided to finish up making this yogurt that I had left in the oven the night before. So over there, I was just pouring out some water that had formed on top of the yogurt. Then I mixed that up. As you can see, it's nice and thick. Then I added my strawberry flavor. I added sugar to my liking. I mixed that up and then I put it in a bottle for storage in the fridge. If you want to learn how to make homemade yogurt step by step, refer to one of my previous vlogs. For lunch, I made us some pilau, and as you all know, pilau needs a lot of oil and a lot of onions. So I let my onion cook until it was nice and golden. I don't know why I like saying nice, and yani before I say something, I have to say nice first. But anyway, it's just me. So I waited for my onions to turn nice and golden, and then I added in my meat, and into my meat I added my go-to spices. If you're not new here, then you already know that's paprika, ginger and garlic. I add that almost for every food except vegetables. Okay, so I added that, and then I added my masalas as well. I stirred that in for a bit. I let it sit so that the meat can absorb the spices, and then I added one big blended tomato. Yani it helps with them choosy. As you can see, the consistency the consistency changed a bit when I added the tomato. It became like a sauce, and I like that. So I let that cook for a bit before adding in my clean rice. I mixed in my rice as well, ndio pia ipate the spices and everything. And then I added hot water. Actually it wasn't water, it was meat broth. I added that, and then I covered my pilau and I let it cook. Uko in between, I opened kidogo kidogo to mix in the meat. If you don't open at once, you're going to find all your meat and kitungu floating, and you don't want that. So somewhere halfway between, make sure you mix everything. Oh, I also added salt kabla nisahau kuambia, and it came out amazing actually. And now for our last meal of the day, I made us some gizzard, sukuma wiki, not sukuma wiki actually, it was a mix of sukuma wiki and spinach. I really like that. So for my ugali, I'm not a good cook of ugali, so that's why I didn't vlog that, because I'm not actually the one who even made it. For the sukuma wiki, I just add oil and then I add in the veggies, sukuma wiki and spinach. And now on to the gizzard. I'm not sure if I have mentioned that I was making gizzard. I just added oil, kitungu, and then my spices. Yani my always go-to spices. As you can see, that's paprika. I added garlic. I added ginger. And then I also added a bit of aromat onto the meat to give it some taste. I don't know if I can live without spices, you guys. I don't know. How do you feel about spices? Some people don't like spices, but for me, I feel like they bring the food to a 10 from like a 6. So I added my spices onto my meat, and then I covered that up to just let it marinate in the spices. And here I didn't add any water, you guys. All this water came from the gizzard. So yeah, I stirred this up for a bit, and then I added in my what is it called, my hoho, my capsicum, and my nyanya, and later on I added salt, I added green onions, yani everything else that you saw me preparing that I had not added, I added gradually, as you're going to see. I added also tomato paste and a bit of soy sauce, and this food was delicious, you guys. And that was it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.